Hey, college coaches. This is Coach Anthony Williams, founder and CEO of Connected Athletics. We are a startup company based in Austin, Texas. We are focused on connecting student athletes with other student athletes during the recruiting process, with college coaches as they go through the recruiting process. But most importantly, we want to make sure that we are helping student athletes successfully transition from high school to college and into a career, either playing football in the NFL or into a career that's based on their major. We've got yet another exciting Texas prospect here on the phone. As I was just telling Devon, he is only the second class of 24 player. And yes, coaches, I said class of 24. He is one of the youngest ones we had in the show. But when you see his video, you'll see why this is a young man that you're going to want to get to know here over the next couple of years as he starts his career at Aledo High School up in the northern part of Texas. Davhon Keys, class 24, he's an athlete, Aledo High School, 5'11", 185 pounds, 4.0 GPA, which I love. He was also a Duke University Tip State Award recipient. He'll talk more about that in a few minutes. And he's been to a variety of camps and has been named the MVP at FBU and Next Gen and a whole bunch of other great camps out there. Devon, how you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing good.
Hey, thanks for taking the time to come on the show. You're very comfortable in front of the camera here getting interviewed. Looks like that you've done this before, but I'm looking forward to hearing your story as you're about to enter and have a great high school career. Let's jump right in. Let's talk about the academics. Obviously, is what college coaches are most focused on. Tell us about the importance that you put on your academics.
So I put school in front of everything. So without school, you can't do anything else.
Right.
So I pride myself in doing the best I can in school, so then I can have the chance to do the best on the football field.
Okay. Tell us, what are some of your favorite subjects that drive that 4.0 GPA? You a math, science, English guy, history, what?
So my favorite subjects are math and science.
Okay.
I've always liked math since I was little because I just like working with numbers.
Okay. And I know it's still very early. You haven't even stepped on a high school campus yet, but do you have an idea what you might want to major in when you get to college?
I probably want to major in engineering.
Okay. I'm an engineer by trade, got my degree in engineering, mechanical engineering back in the day. Is there a specific discipline that you're focused on?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. You'll figure it out. You got plenty of time, so there's no issue there. Hey, tell us, is there a particular teacher or advisor or tutor or associate principal that you'd like to shout out that's helped you kind of stay on track academically?
So my science teacher, Miss Markham, she's always been there to talk, to help me whenever I need help. And she's been important this year.
Okay. Good to hear. Tell us, Devon, what learning style would best describe you? Are you a verbal guy, a visual guy, or a hands-on type of learner?
I'm more of a verbal learner. I pick up things pretty easy. Just if you tell me it, I'll be able to do it.
Okay, that's good to know. That's very important to know, actually. Tell us, 4.0 GPA as a student athlete is tough with all the time commitments. Tell us how you balance being a great student and a great student athlete.
So I use all my time in school that they give us to study and go over everything. And then once I get home, my parents also help. If I don't understand something, then we go over it and I do well.
Okay, that's good stuff. As far as your academics, what are some of the courses that you have fun with that you feel like it's not even feel like class because we're learning so much and having fun with it? Is there a certain class you feel that way?
Spanish and algebra. It's been fun classes to learn.
Okay, so would you consider yourself bilingual yet, or are you still learning the Spanish language?
I'm still learning, so I can have a conversation, but it just won't be very well.
There's nothing wrong with that. Got plenty of time to work better at that. That's cool. Hey, let's switch over a little bit to recruiting. I know you haven't played a varsity down or at Aledo yet, but your name has come up from a lot of coaches. Tell us what you've been doing to stay in shape in this COVID-19 environment for the upcoming season.
So in the beginning of COVID, we got a weight rack. So I was able to do some squats, bench, and lift. And then we have a treadmill. So I've been running about 2 miles every day. And maybe like 3-4 times a week, we go to the field, get some footwork, speed work, and just keeping in shape.
Okay. You got tremendous size already as an incoming freshman, 5'11", 185. Where is that height and weight coming from? Your mom's side, your dad's side, or who?
I think it's coming from both sides. My grandpa's really tall. He's 6'4", and my mom's dad was 6'1", 6'2".
Okay. And just, I know it's 4 years ahead of time, but what do you think your height and weight will be by the time you graduate from Aledo in 4 years?
I'm hoping for 6'2", 6'3" in that area.
Okay.
And if I get there, I'll be happy.
Okay. All right. Tell us, what do you consider now your strengths and not so much weaknesses, but some of the things you're working on in your game for your freshman year?
So I believe my strengths are coveraging and tackling. Like I'm a sure tackler, and I can read an offense really well. But something I need to work on is getting off the block and
Okay.
reacting quicker. So I have an idea of what's happening, but I just have to trust myself and react with it.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's a fair assessment. Somebody as talented as you are at a young age, they usually rely more on their athletic ability. But I think as you move up into high school varsity and then obviously on to college, the game speeds up and you have to trust your mental preparation and your reads because everybody is big, fast, and strong at the varsity and the college levels. That's very good insight on your part. Tell us, what do you think you bring to your game that differentiates you from other players in the class of 24?
So I'm very physical, but I also have good speed, and my technique is very good for being an incoming freshman.
Okay. And being an incoming freshman as an athlete, I've seen your video. You can run the ball. You play linebacker. Tell us all the different positions you play right now, and then what positions you'll probably focus on at Aledo.
So all the positions I played last year, I played running back, linebacker, and safety. But this upcoming year, I'll probably be focusing on safety.
Wow, being a 6'2", 6'3" safety is definitely going to open a lot of eyes with as physical and as talented as you are. Tell us, what other sports do you compete in besides football?
Basketball and track.
Okay. And what events in track? Are you a sprint guy, relay guy, or a field guy?
I'm a sprinter. I run the 200 and 400 all my life.
Okay. All right. Are you on the relay teams also?
Yes, sir. I usually run the 4x4, but this
Okay.
past year, I've been running the 4x1 and 4x2.
Coming from a track family, I always joke with people that running the 400, the 800, and running the 4x4 will put hair in your chest at a very early age. It's a very tough race to run, so respect to you for doing that. Tell these coaches one thing that you've learned from track that makes you a better football player.
So I've learned that no matter how you start, it's how you finish.
Okay, that's true. Yep. And like I said, I mean, you're not in the recruiting process yet. You're going to start hearing from coaches, but tell us what kind of schools that you're interested in recruiting you. Are you interested in staying in state, or do you want to get out of state? Tell us a little bit about what you're thinking down the road.
So some of the schools I'm interested in right now is Florida, FSU, LSU, OU, and Alabama.
Okay. Let me ask you, are you a Texas native or no?
No, sir. I was born and raised in Louisiana.
Okay. What part?
Around Baton Rouge.
Okay. All right. Makes sense. What brought you to Texas?
Because my mom had a job opportunity in Texas, and we have a lot of family here, so we just moved.
Okay. All right. Okay. It's also, as far as recruiting, tell us, what, I mean, God, it's so far down the road, but do you have a criteria that you'll use to make a decision when you commit? Will it be on skiing? Will it be culture? Will it be distance from home? What are you thinking so far going into your freshman year?
Just an open, welcoming atmosphere. Like, they're not too judgy. They'll welcome you in, and That's it.
Okay. And then obviously your major, they you want them to have a strong engineering department, I assume.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. College coaches will always want to ask the question, every player patterns their game off of a college or pro player. Is there a certain player in college or NFL that you were patterning that you want to integrate into your game?
So I look up to Jamal Adams.
Okay.
I like the way he's physical, but he can also drop back into coverage. He plays the ball really well, and I just like how he plays all around.
Okay, I like it. All right. Tell us a little bit. Overcoming adversity is a big part of being a successful student athlete. Tell these college coaches, even at a young age, about a time, either personally or dealing with football, when you had to overcome some type of adversity.
So especially this year, since I'm the youngest, and I've been practicing with the varsity. It's really hard getting in and learning all the new stuff and all the new calls and learning and picking up the speed of the game.
Yeah. Yeah, the game definitely does get faster coming from middle school, but I don't think you're gonna have a problem picking that speed up. I know it's maybe a question you don't know yet, but do you feel like you'll be playing varsity as a freshman, or have they talked to you about just playing on varsity until the end of the season? What's the thinking there?
I would hope to play varsity as a freshman.
Okay.
It'd be a real accomplishment for me if I did.
Yes, it would. Yeah. Okay. Well, make that the goal. That's what I'm talking about. I like that. What age did you start playing football?
I started playing football when I was 7.
Okay. And when did you fall in love with football? When did you figure out that, hey, this is a game I want to play that's going to get me to college? What year was that?
When I was 7, when I first started playing football, I just loved it.
Okay, that's good. Is there a time, and maybe you've already had it, but was there a time when you said, hey, I think I'm good enough to play this game at the college level? Have you had that moment yet, or has it not happened yet?
Yes, sir.
When was it?
It was when I was in 6th grade. I felt really confident that I would be doing big things playing football.
Okay, I like it. We talked about what you do outside of sports, but what are some of your interests outside when you're not working out and playing football? What are your interests? Do you like to hunt, like to fish, swim, hang out with your friends? What do you do in your spare time?
So I enjoy playing games and I draw a lot.
What kind of stuff do you draw? Like artists or buildings or machines or what?
So I mainly draw cartoon characters and sometimes landscapes. That's pretty much it.
All right. Okay. Tell us a little bit about leadership. Coaches always want leaders on their teams, obviously. Tell us your definition of leadership and how you plan to lead as a freshman at Aledo.
Leadership is being able to take on the role and take on responsibility to help your team to get better. And this year, I'll try to lead by encouraging, and say someone's slacking, I'll try to get them to keep going and finish the rep.
Okay, that's a good definition. I like that. Tell these coaches about your competitive spirit. Where are you? How are you as a competitor?
I'm really competitive. I don't like losing. I don't handle that very well. But I can take a loss. I can learn from it.
Yep. That's important because I've never met a player in my years of playing at the high school, college, and coaching a lot of kids in the NFL. Everybody's going to lose a game. And I'm a believer that you learn more about your game and what you need to adjust when you have a loss, because when you have a win, it's kind of a smoke screen. So players being able to manage the highs and lows of wins and losses is really critical to being successful in high school and college. So it sounds like you already have that under control. Tell us about, when you are playing the game, what's your mindset? Are you always trying to make big plays? Are you trying to stay focused on your assignment in that play or coverage? Tell us a little bit about what you're thinking before each play.
So during the play, I try to play my assignment, and then once they break the line of scrimmage, I just try to go make a play.
Okay. Class 24 is still very early in the recruiting process, but I'm sure you know a lot of really good players in your class. Tell these coaches about some other really good players in the class 24 that they should, that the names that they should know for down the road.
Sayon Johnson, Amarion Simon Jones, and Jaden Allen. there's some good players in the class 24.
Are they all going to Aledo like you, or are they other
Yes,
schools?
they're all
Okay.
going to.
So in your opinion, the incoming freshman class pretty strong at Aledo, or what? What do you think?
Yes, sir. They're pretty strong. They're pretty good.
Yeah, well, that program has been just so good for so long. Coach does a great job there, and this sounds like another strong incoming class to vie for a state title. So I'm looking forward to seeing you develop there. Let's move to a little bit about you personally. Tell us about your family. What do your mom and dad do? Do you have siblings? You mentioned a little bit earlier, but give these coaches a little more insight to your family dynamics.
So my mom is a podiatrist. She works on feet and ankles.
Okay.
And my dad, he works for the government. He basically gives out loans to small businesses.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
And then I have a brother who plays baseball and soccer, and he also runs track.
Older or younger?
Younger.
Okay. Are you the oldest?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And just you and your brother, or are there other siblings?
Just me and my brother.
Okay. Tell me the importance you put on being the best big brother you can be to your younger brother.
It's really important because he looks up to you, and you gotta basically lead the way for him and show him what's right, what's wrong, how to do certain things, so he can lead on and help others.
Okay, yeah, I like that. What do you like to do in your spare time when you're not getting ready? Are you a video game guy, or what do you do in your spare time?
I play a lot of video games.
Okay, which game do you play? Are you a Madden guy, or 2K, or Fortnite, or what?
I play Call of Duty and Madden.
Okay. And then if you're a Madden guy, the obvious question is, are you taking L's or giving L's?
I give L's.
Okay, I just want to double check. Everybody says that. All right, we'll see. And then, there's not a teenager your age that is not near their cell phone at all times. What are some of the apps you like to spend time with? You an Instagram, Twitter, Snap, TikTok guy? What?
I'm mostly on Instagram and YouTube.
Okay, all right. And then as far as music, I mean, we all listen to music, but as far as, maybe pregame or during your workouts, what are some of the artists you listen to when you want to get hyped for a game or for a workout?
I listen to some Drake, Kanye West, the occasional like Lil Uzi.
Okay.
Not much.
All right. Tell these coaches, Devon, what kind of player are you in pregame? Are you the guy that likes to, jump around, get guys excited and fired up, or you kind of in the corner, kind of going through your assignments and your positions and those things like that? What kind of player are you pregame?
I'm the guy who's usually by themselves, thinking through the game, thinking your steps, making sure your technique's right.
Okay. Do you have a favorite actor, celebrity that you kind of look up to?
No, sir.
Okay. Who is somebody that you look up to? Who are the people who have had a positive impact on your life?
Both my parents, for sure.
Okay.
Miss Newkirk, my 7th grade science teacher, she's been battling cancer for 3 years, but she made it through, and
That's awesome.
she's a big inspiration to me.
Okay, great. Tell me a little bit about, let's just say you have a great 4 years at Aledo, you go on to college, you have a great 3 or 4 years there, and you find yourself in New York City at the NFL draft, and you're waiting for the commissioner to call your name. Who is sitting at your table waiting for your name to be called?
My mom and dad, and Coach Mack. He was a longtime friend when we were in Florida. He's the person who helped me and made me who I am today.
Wow. Okay, that's strong. Okay. Tell us, what do you do to give back to your community? Are you involved in your church or Boys and Girls Club or nonprofits? What do you and your family do to give back?
We donate to our local church.
Okay, good stuff. And then also tell me a little bit about, when you are out with your friends. I know we're trying to get through this COVID-19 environment. What's your shoe game looking like? Are you a big shoe guy or no?
No, sir. I just wear
No.
whatever feels comfortable.
Okay, all right. Keep it simple. I like that. I can respect that. What does life look like? I know it's very early when you're only going to high school, but have you thought a little bit about what is your life going to look like when the game is over, whenever that is?
No, sir. I haven't really looked that far, but I'm hoping it's not too soon. I'm hoping I get a good few years in the NFL.
Okay. And then when football is finally over, so at whatever time that is, I mean, you're talking about getting the engineering degree. What is it you want to do with your life after football? Run your own business, work at a big company? What kind of goals do you have for yourself?
I'd like to work at a big company and help others.
Okay. All right. I like it. Well, hey, normally we do an elevator pitch for players to tell coaches, and I'll give you the same opportunity as you go start the recruiting process. What can coaches expect from you? What will you bring to the program, and why should they recruit you here in the next couple of years?
So coaches should recruit me because I feel I'm one of the best safeties in my class. I can line up in the box. I can go make a tackle. I can drop back into coverage. I can play the ball good. And I'm a really hard worker. I have high character. I'm always leading. And my GPA, my grades are always good.
Mm-hmm.
And eligibility will never be a problem with me.
Okay. That's very strong, man. I mean, I got to tell you, about the first time meeting you and talking with you, I mean, your confidence is contagious, man. I definitely see you having a bright future. Kudos to your parents for raising somebody that is grounded and has a plan. So, man, I respect that. I look forward to seeing you play this coming fall and down the road. Continue to be safe. Work hard this summer. And if you need anything, just reach out to me. Let me know, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
Yeah.